Hey there, YoBo, day 185 of life according to YoBo. Blessings on the journey. That's our series. Now we're talking about commitment, being committed to the journey. The last 3 days, I re-preached T.D. Jake's message from last week. Now, I'm giving you the notes from this week's message. He's still talking about being committed. T.D. Jakes, with the 30,000 members, talked about having 7 members. Pause. Then he talked about excellence. I think a couple days ago I said I was going to talk about excellence. I may have skipped it. Excellence in your commitment. He says the same messages I'm preaching now, those are the same messages I preached when I had 7 members. He said I preached big messages in little churches because all I had at the time was a little, but I saw the greatness in it. I was committed to the vision, and I had to start with the 7 members. See, sometimes all you're doing is practicing. Those 7 members is a time for you to practice and perfect your gift. Okay, pastor in the church, T.D. Jakes, 7 members. The church gave him a $10 meal allowance because he would travel to church. He would preach Sunday morning and Sunday night. In between church, the church folks paid for his food. But he said he had a wife and 2 children, and they all had to eat on $10. When I grabbed them a bite to eat, went back to the church, he said we slept on the church benches in between the morning and the evening service. This is in West Virginia where he was. He said my wife was pregnant and sleeping on a church bench. That's another message right there. Can you find someone who will be committed to your vision when ain't nothing happening? You committed. Do you have someone in your corner who is just as committed to your vision as you, even when ain't nothing happening? She pregnant, in the church, sleeping on the bench. When you do what you feel is important, he said, it is important. At the time, traveling, preaching to 7 members, he did what he felt was important. That's what makes it important. And sometimes the problem comes because you want your stuff to be important to everybody else. See what YoBo does right now? This ain't important to nobody but YoBo. My list of supporters, real supporters, is about this long. It is okay because hopefully my care folks, the people closest to me, hopefully they are doing what they feel is important. See, they could say, YoBo don't never support nothing I do. She don't buy my books. She don't come to my concerts. She don't go to my games. Don't take it personally. I'm over here just doing what I feel is important. Remember a couple days I said I don't get a lot of support from the people I know. I don't get support from the folk in my corner and the folks with my DNA. They might be saying the same thing about me. But I'm doing what I feel is important. Some people are forsaking their calling, T.D. Jakes, to find something big and something impressive so the people will think they're important. That's what we want to do. We want to start out big. We want everybody to see us. Honey, you just do what you do. And in time, your stuff will shine on its own. And what you do in this time where we are, where it looks like nothing is happening, T.D. Jakes says, do the small things, but do them in excellence. If you don't do the small things in excellence, you will never do the big things in excellence. And the scripture he used to back that up was, be faithful over a few things. But who want to do the few things? Who wants to do the few things? Who wants to do the small things? Who wants to do the things where nobody's looking and nobody's supporting and nobody's coming to your conference? Nobody's buying your books. Nobody's buying your CDs. Can you be faithful? Nobody's coming to church. Can you be faithful in just a few things? Can you do those few things in excellence? Karen Clark, sing for me, baby. And don't answer that question. I think this is day 185 of Life According to YoBo. You come back for day 186. See ya. Bye-bye.